I'm here. No, there's no tea as to why I'm here. I'm cleaning out the warehouse. Like, I'm cleaning up all of the old stuff. It was giving me anxiety. Chelsea had, again, say hi, hello, and I'm going to say hi as soon as I'm done posting. But Chelsea was showing me the warehouse before I went to Hawaii because we were looking for freebies. It was a mess, and just stuff that I know that I purchased like a really long time ago is still sitting on shelves, and I'm like, how? So, you know, I come typically 2 to 3 times a year. I haven't been since November, so I'm here. And it turns out the shoes that I was looking at I bought them they weren't even ever posted. So we're just going through all inventory and basically refreshing everything, removing old stuff and just putting it in the bins for the mystery bins, and then keeping all of the new. So that is why I am here. I brought children in tow. They're here at the New Jersey warehouse where I am right meow, okay? The New Jersey warehouse still exists. And so do I, apparently. Unfortunately, I have to skip Crown Palace this trip, and I'm sad about it because I'm literally trying to never come back here ever again. I'll have to eventually, obviously, to fix stuff in the warehouse again, another seasonal thing, but I'm like, I hate New Jersey. I'm like, dot my I's, cross my T's. I want to let you guys know I'm super transparent. I'm upfront with you. And again, because you know, they're going to be like, well, what if the business were to ever sell, because somebody made me some sort of awesome offer and I was just done with the business. If it were to ever sell, you wouldn't hear it. Like I would tell you, okay? I wouldn't just be like, let's say Chelsea bought the business and tomorrow she takes over. I wouldn't be like today, oh, sorry guys. Everything is done. Have fun with your new owner. I'm gone. No! There would be a transitional process. There would be an official announcement. There would be a way for us to go over everything. I am too, this business is my namesake. They are my children's name, one of which is not on earth. If you think that I'm just going to leave this business and just like shit on the name of my children, you're nuts, okay?
Yeah.
That's why I wouldn't just sell this business to anybody. I wouldn't just bail on the business. I wouldn't do any of that. It is the namesake of my children. And nonetheless, what's even worse is one of them is not on this earth with us. If you think I would want to run this name, who has a connection to my 3 children, through the mud by being a shitty person and being like, I'm out, sorry losers, you have lost your goddamn mind. I spent 8 years building this, she spent 8 years building it, and Megan has spent 8 years building it. Ain't none of us gonna let that happen, okay? No. Now, again, if it ever did sell, I would be the first one to tell you, okay? I would tell you. I would be honest with you. I would have a game plan. I would tell you X, Y, and Z is happening. I don't know what X, Y, and Z is because I haven't sold the business, so I don't know. I don't have a plan because it didn't happen, okay? So, but I would come up with a plan and say X, Y, and Z is happening. I would probably I would hope, I don't know if again, the business ever did sell, I don't know. I'm hoping the person, I guess I would introduce the person because the person who would buy it would not be a shitty person because I would not, again, let that happen. But I would introduce the person, yada, yada. There would be a whole thing. It would be a whole to-do. I wouldn't ever, because they were freaking people out around April, telling people that I was going to sell, that the business was selling. No one was going to get any of their pre-orders. No one was getting everything. Yes. They were trying every scare tactic to try and get people to not support and shop us. That is not how we do things here. If the business did sell, that is not how it would work. If the business sold, all of your orders still would proceed to come. And if for whatever reason they didn't come from here, I'd take that shit to my house and package it on my own and do it out of my own pocket if I had to. Because again, the namesake of my business is me. There are so many things that they have said that have already been proven irrelevant, right? Like the business was closing May 1st. It is June 19th, July 19th, even better. We're still here. I just keep telling myself, the day will come when the truth is out, right, Matt? The reason I have Chelsea on here with me is because the business is much at hers as it is mine. She has worked just as hard, if not harder than I have for this business. So I thought it was important to include her in this because it is with a very heavy heart, but a very joyful heart at the same time, that the both of us equally agreed, and she's crying, and I'm trying not to, so please stop crying, that we have both equally agreed to exit the business. And we're not just going to disappear on you guys and be like, bye, see you never. Because we've obviously built relationships with you guys. Clearly the way we speak to you when you sign on and everything, it was not an easy decision. But the two of us have just been struggling with work-life balance. And I could try to pick up, but then I'm really struggling to spend time and be present with my family. And then when I'm struggling and I go on vacation to be me, then she's struggling to be able to spend time with her family. And we just did not think that we're those type of people that if we can't give it our 9,000%, we're not going to do it. And that's what we were able to give you this entire time. So we thought about all the options. We weighed all the options. We thought, okay, do we sell it? Do we just close it? Do we do this? Do we do that? Right? And we kind of just, the weirdest thing happened, and I'll explain it a little. And it wasn't like this wasn't a long-term thing that we had been hiding from you. And there are people behind the camera that I'm looking at. They will vouch. It was kind of like a quick decision, and it will, again, make a lot of sense. The business was posted for sale. I mean, it was not a secret. It was publicly posted. And I told you guys 3 months ago, in March, we were like, somebody wanted to make an offer to us that we didn't want to refuse, or we felt it was the right person, we would take it. But we said we were just riding it out because we just didn't have, there were people who did make offers that we absolutely did turn down because it was just not people who I saw fit. Talking to y'all, talking to, you know, leading the name of the business. You guys know the name is really deep rooted into my family. So, a few weeks ago, actually, when Chelsea and I were in Makeup Junkie, we were in talks with the people behind the camera. And we were in talks, and nothing was ever definitive. And it was like it all happened really, really fast. I mean, you guys know we went to Makeup Junkie only like 5 weeks ago. And it kind of went on a lull. They went on vacation. I went on vacation. And then next thing you knew it, we're standing here. So it was kind of wild. Everything is staying the same, Christina. Again, we talked about it. She wants to know about the shop credits. And I said, she took them. She's accepting them. Nothing is changing. Again, these are people that you want to buy this business, okay? And it would be much worse had I just said buy, because then you would have no product to purchase your credits with, okay? So I'm just saying, they were not right the whole time, Ashley, at all, because this quite literally just happened. This literally just happened. I don't know if you guys know exactly what the name is, but I will tell you, and I will get very emotional when I say it. The first J is for my oldest son, the one that you saw on FaceTime today with the attitude. That one. He's MJ. He's Matthew Jr. The second J is for Grayson James, my younger sassy one. And Ray is for Noelle Ray. She is my daughter who is no longer on earth with us. So that's why the logo is a heart. That's why there's so many colors in it. So that name is really near and dear to me. So that's why when people were inquiring, I would never just give it away.